Hi, my lovelies. Um, I just made a tiny little goof, tiny little gaffe. So sorry about that all of a sudden. Also, was that? Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Someone. I need to see something. If I do this, does it only show up there? Yes. Okay, we're good. It looked like it was showing up in multiple places for a second. Okay, okay, okay. Hi, everyone. So, I'd like to, before we get started, have a little conversation with you all. First off, I want to thank you all for getting me to affiliate in 4 total streams. You're required to have streamed 4 times in the last month, and to have streamed like 4 total hours in the last month. But the big thing is obviously like the follower count and all that, and average views. But like, y'all, we crushed it. We absolutely crushed it. And so now. Well, I am sitting up straight, don't you worry. Now we have lots of new things going on. So first off, there will probably be ads on the stream now, which is obviously not super ideal. We can talk about like what'll make it. Yeah, that does kind of suck. I think I'm gonna see if I can find a way for the ASMR streams at least to disable ads, because the last thing I want is to jump scare you all with ads while I'm trying to make you all relaxed. But those are gonna be a thing now. I've been thinking about like kind of how I want to do it. Currently, I have it set up so that it's, I believe, 3 minutes of ads once per hour, which is like the most you can set it, like the furthest you can set it from doing it regularly is an hour apart. So I have it set so that we just get all of the ads out of the way in like, you know, one block in an hour. But I don't know. We can talk about that because I want to make sure that it's as enjoyable and watchable of an experience as possible for you all. Yeah, they don't let you space ads out more than an hour. You can't go more than an hour without them. But yeah, I'm thinking I might make maybe a poll on like YouTube or Tumblr or something where we can discuss like what seems the most palatable as far as that goes. But now we can move on to fun things. First off, speaking of, hi, Raisin Hinata, thank you for subscribing. I have subscribers now. You can be a subscriber to Flawless Fae. What a concept. And as a subscriber, our subscribers actually do have their own custom emote. There's only one at the moment, but you can do this little thing. And I don't know if you noticed what just happened, but emotes, you can drop them on my head now. You can drop them on me. Yeah, like that. We've also added some channel point rewards. So, there are a lot of the like default channel point rewards that exist. I also, you know, I have shrimp check and hydration check rewards. The most exciting ones, in my opinion, are the head pat, which I'm just gonna demo it real quick, so you can give me a little pat on the head. And then we have the Rav Smooch reward, which is where you compel me to give my cat a little kiss on his little head. And then the last thing, which is currently the most expensive, is Cozy Mode. And it's 3,000 channel points, and I'm not going to show you it until someone does it. But Cozy Mode is 5 minutes. It lasts for 5 minutes, and I think it's very cute. So yeah, we have some pretty fun stuff going on. I'm still thinking about the possibility of making a Discord, but thank you for the follow. Hi, welcome. Welcome to the forest. My little fey forest. But that's kind of what we're looking at right now. I know there aren't like a ton of benefits for being a subscriber at the moment. The biggest ones are obviously a single emote and doing away with ads. But I'm currently looking into various artists to potentially commission for emotes and such, so look forward to that in the future. But now, without any further ado, I'm gonna shrink myself down and go to the corner. I love it here. I love it in my cozy corner. I did some research, okay? I did some research before starting today because I'm gonna be honest, my grass dealer is terrible. He's the worst dealer. I don't like him. I don't like him. I don't like his work. He offers me crescent moon grass and that's it. So, I did some Googling, right? I did some delicious Googling and I discovered where to find patches. Where is that little freak? And so apparently he shows up in either 2-2 or 4-2, I think. And I currently have access to 2-2. So I'm gonna go there and get him to my Nexus so that I can buy things from him. Because I don't want to keep trying to deal with Fool's Idol with just a bunch of crappy crescent moon grass. It's not enough. It's not enough, boss. So, Lizard. So we're going to commit some grave acts of violence here. We're gonna find patches. We're gonna not be violent towards him, even though he's a little creature of a man. And oh, hi. I do like patches. Genuinely, patches fills my heart with some amount of joy, I will admit. Oh, I wanted to parry. I wanted to be cool. I'm playing rather poorly, but do you see how little this grass heals me for? It's not acceptable. It's just not man. Oh right, that'll explode if I. Hold on a second. I can probably just oh, hold on. No, I know you'll explode if I go over there. I know how. I know that's how you work. I want to try and parry this guy. I want to practice parrying. Ow. My bones. My bones! Which patches is best patches? Spider patches from Bloodborne. I mean, I think, and this might just be because I engaged with his story more in Elden Ring, but I do try nothing. But what if I want to try something? Yeah, but he's a bug. He's a bug guy. And I think Patches deserves to be a bug guy. But Elden Ring Patches, I think, has a pretty interesting story to him. With, like, the Volcano Manor and all that. And I also think, you know, him giving Gold Pickled Foul Feet is very useful. So, like, you know, he's got a use to him. And also a pretty interesting, tragic story involved with the Volcano Manor. So that's a good Patches, I would say. That's a pretty good patch. What? That was a rock. I understand that you can roll through things in Souls games, but that is a rock. Oh yeah, no, Radon Patches, that's a good bit. He's such a little creature. He's such a little creature of a man. So I don't necessarily know where he is. Hi Wonky Slayer, welcome to the forest. I don't know exactly where he is in this area, but I know he's somewhere in 2-2. So that's where we're gonna go. That's where we're gonna go. That is coming towards me at speed. So that's how you blow up. Well, now I know. Oh! Oh, or if it's... Okay, well... Now we've learned. Yeah, no. Patches as a character... You're joking me. I gotta get past you, boss. Okay, so that's how you do. Okay, I understand now. Yeah, no, Patches, when he genuinely starts to care about someone, that's when he really starts to shine as a character. So, like, Patches in Elden Ring, growing close and caring for Lady Tanith, or Patches in DS3, DS3's DLC specifically, that's tragic. That is a tragic Patches right there. And I think there's something to be said about having a sprungly little freak that you can't help but love at least a little bit. Let's see. I do love Grey Rat. God, I'm gonna be honest, I've been fighting back the urge to replay Dark Souls 3 on my own lately. Because I love that game. But it's like, I'm literally right now starting to stream a Souls game, like, marathon. I can't... I don't like that. I'm not going that way. I don't like that at all. But it's like I'm starting this marathon of all the Souls games, so I really shouldn't replay Dark Souls 3 when I'm gonna be playing it again anyways, like really soon. Hello, welcome to the forest. Well, this looks terrible. I'm not going to do that message. But like, I don't know, there's just... Sekiro will be on the list, yeah. Alright, what the hell is this? 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 I'm going to cast my horrid spells at these men. You know what? I didn't really super vibe with this spell at first, but the fact that I can move at speed while casting it, there's something to be said for that. Oh, I felt really threatened by these two. I don't feel threatened anymore. That was... that's the spell I got from Armor Spider. It feels pretty bad for like bosses and stuff, but that was convenient. That was nice. I liked that. Lizard, I'm sorry. No, Lizard. Lizard. Oh, all of the lizards. All of the lizards in history. I can't believe I made it to Lizard Heaven, and then they all ran away. Well, this was a nice little side track. It's not really helpful. but... Hey, we can just come back later and get more of the lizards. Because they give upgrade materials. Listen, if I want to survive in this harsh world, I need to harden my heart to the lizards. That's good coffee I got today. As you may recall from last stream, I have far too much coffee right now as of a gift. And so I'm drinking cold brew every day. It's, you know, it's pretty yummy. It's pretty yummy, I gotta say. If you gave upgrade materials, I can't say I wouldn't think about it at the very least. There's the truth. I would certainly consider it. Ow. I'm sorry, I just... Sometimes... Oh, right, I have that in my offhand. Oh, thank you for the sub! Thank you, for becoming a fairy. Listen. I may be niceys, but I'm a girl who's gotta upgrade her weapon. I gotta upgrade my weapon. It's... Speaking of... No. In truth, my friends, never would I ask you to die for me. I ask you to live for me. That's the truth. Oh, drink my water? That's very true. What? Horrible worm! I will drink my water after dealing with the horrible worm. Oh, thank God it's weak to magic. Okay. We have a little spippy. Oh, so scary. I was just trying to pick up some stuff and then the horrid... Oh, there's... Okay, this is just Worm City, I see. We're in Worm City. Patches, you better be worth it, Patches. You better give me good rates on some good grass. I swear. Wherever you are. Let's see. Remove some of that. Good grass dealers only found in Wormhell. I mean, to be fair, like, you need good, like, healthy soil in order to grow good grass, right? And so I feel like it does make sense. I feel like it does make some amount of sense. Yeah, the worms fertilize the grass. They're well taken care of, so you know what, Patches? I get where you're going with this. Ow. Oh, the lizards have gotten... You're kidding me. Hate. Let me tell you how much I have come to hate. Oh my god. Oh my god. Twitch says ad break in 5 minutes? That's cringe. Hold on a second. I wanna double check my ad settings to make sure it's set the way I thought it was. Need to double check that because I don't want it to interrupt too often. Yeah, okay. It's set to run a 3-minute ad break every 60 minutes, and I guess this is when. Excuse me, please explode. Thank you. I mean, it was my fault, you know, I screwed up the platforming. I will admit it. Okay, here's what we do. We just run past. Bam. I mean, I know that, like, pre-roll ads are a thing, right? But it does feel very soon. Ow! Incredibly rude. Get out of the corner. Oh! I don't want to lose my stuff. I don't want to lose my money. Yeah, that's my landlord. His name's Clark. He's kind of the worst. He is always laughing about it. He is always laughing about it. Hello, Autumn. Welcome to the forest. Hi. Hello there. What if I tried to parry you? What would you think of that? I'm getting pretty good at this, y'all. I'm getting pretty good at this. I spit my coffee as a reward. Because obviously that's... Hello, worm. Obviously that's what you're here for, right? You love car. You love car. I know you love car. Well, thank you. I gave it a lot of thought last night when I was trying to think of, like, what to call followers and all that stuff. But it felt like it made sense to me, right? Because I'm a fae. This is my little fae forest. We're all here together. For gift subs, I set the message to say that you turned someone into a pixie, which I also am pretty proud of. Give me my money. Give me my money back, souls. Okay. Okay, I land on platform now. Amazing. What a concept. Okay, here's the thing. As, like, a piece of machinery, I think cars are pretty cool. As, like, a primary mechanism by which people get around, I'm pretty anti-car. I have a phobia of driving. I have an actual, like, I went to therapy for a long time over my fear of driving. Oh, you're not that late. We started streaming about, like, 25-ish minutes ago. Oh. Hello? Yes, meow meow indeed. Meow meow indeed. Okay, ad break starts in, like, 30 seconds, apparently, so... What? We're gonna take a cat break, I guess. Hi, bud. Hi, bud. But, like, I actually, I have a fear of driving. I get panic attacks behind the wheel. It's something that's, like, you know, been an issue I've dealt with for a while. But it's a very specific type of fear, because I'm not actually scared of being in a car. I'm scared of being the one driving. I break down really fast. It was No, the longest I think I've ever been behind the wheel of a car was 15 total minutes. And I broke down crying for like almost an hour afterwards. Yup. Ad break time. Cring. We don't like the ads. Hopefully, though, if I'm right, this should be the only ad break for the next hour. So once this happens, we have another hour to hang out. We do. Yeah, I definitely want to run a poll to discuss how to make this as palatable as possible. Oh, gambling ads. That's exactly what we love. That's what we want in my stream. We want gambling ads, definitely. Okay, admittedly, as a gacha player, I can't judge too much, but I make it a hard and fast rule that I don't spend money on that stuff. And I am very hesitant to ever advocate for playing them. Like, I love my gacha games, but anytime I talk about them, I always try to make it very clear, like, just like any gambling, because gachas are gambling. It is something that wants to try and bait you into spending as much money as possible. Oh, that sounds awful. Yeah, I'm so sorry, Cola. We're almost through. We're almost done. I just realized, can folks who are currently watching ads, can they not hear the things I'm saying? Probably. Cringe. Cringe. I'm talking so much, but what does it mean in the end? It means nothing. I don't know. I should look into adding subtitles or something, or some way so they can. So I've just been talking nonsense this whole time. I've just been walking back and forth and talking nonsense. They silence the people. They silence the people. Hello, welcome back. Welcome back, my friends. I'm so sorry for what you just went through. It's truly cruel. Truly cruel. We're gonna definitely discuss in the future how to make the advertising situation more palatable here, because I hate ads myself. God, do I hate ads. You know, I feel like from a perspective of someone who makes my living on YouTube, I should probably be opposed to ad blockers on YouTube and such, but besties, I think if you want to use an ad blocker, totally use an ad blocker. I wish there was something of the sort on Twitch, to be honest. Because this, yeah, no, but with the way things work, probably the best way. Jesus Christ, that's health. What? But, yeah, I want to make it as palatable as it can be. This thing is healthier than Meatball was. Such engaging gameplay, truly. I imagine if I was in front of it, it would perhaps attack me. But, wait, is it gonna? Yeah, it's gonna. Trailer-worthy footage. True. Is that? Hi, Napalm Fudge. Welcome to the forest. Did I just explode Patches with a lizard? Hello? Hi, Patches.
You're no joke, are you?
Okay, so will he show up in the Nexus now? Is that all? Have I done it? I hope so. I hope he'll be my dealer now. Oh, hi. Oh, okay, well, it's good to meet you, Patches. Good to have you here. I imagine if I followed a slightly different route, he would have tricked me. But now he's just going hoo hoo hoo. This is my first time speaking to this man, and he's just going hoo hoo hoo. I mean, I also go hoo 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 quite regularly, because I'm whimsical and jovial, but like... What are we doing? Hi. Ah, mistimed. I'm starting to get better at the parries. I'm starting to get better at it. Slowly but surely. Why would you do that? What? Oh, yeah. No, that's... Never get high on your own supply. That's like rule number 1. I explode. Or explode. Yeah, explode! I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to hear it. I was waiting for it. It seemed like it was taking so long. Okay. And then this just takes me to the other side of that gap. Which takes me back here. Oh, hi. Right? This is the other side of that elevator. I was on before. Yeah, because there's the lizard room again. Come here, devil. Come here. My lizard collection. Oh, and there's a up way here that I didn't see the first time. What do you want me to do, huh? Do you want me to go through the game with a unupgraded weapon? Is that what you want from me? Do you want to turn this first run of Demon Souls into a challenge run? If I am to survive in this cruel world, unfortunately the little guys must perish. You know, I was apologetic in that first Demon Souls stream, but you know what? You know what? I'm not gonna feel bad about doing what I have to. They will return. The crystal lizards beat the shit out of you in Dark Souls 3, I know that much. As well they should, honestly. They deserve a comeback. I will when we get to Dark Souls 3, I'm probably gonna repeatedly die against that crystal lizard big guy in the opening. Because there's a part of me that just I can't not. You know, I see that big lizard, and I think that is my enemy. We must do battle. Okay. Okay, so hopefully the whimsical Patches and his hoo-hoo ways means he'll now be in the Nexus somewhere. And he'll sell me grass. Umbasa? There's the guy that sinned? Patches. Patches. Wherefore art thou, my Patches? Where? By the broken archstone? Okay. Thank you. Patches!
Well, I'm glad you... Well,
My new dealer. Alright, so we're gonna take... Oh, he sells this at great rates too. Okay, we're gonna take... Sure, 8 of that. I'm... Okay, I gotta talk to Stockpile. I gotta talk to Stockpile. Yeah, I've not been bleeding. I know there's a poison swamp in the near future, so we're gonna do that. Widow's Lotus. I'm gonna get rid of like 10 of those. Oh, well that's useful actually. He'd sell shit weed so you'd complain. I don't know. Again, I feel like once you become someone that Patches really fucks with, like, he's gotta have that good shit, right? Yeah. He gets you good weed if you survive the pit. Okay, I'm glad we're on the same page there. Okay, here's a fun fact. I've never smoked weed. I've never had an edible before. That's a true fact about me. Let's see, can I get any other spells at the moment? Have I unlocked any others? No. No, I have not. It's something that I think I want to try eventually. But it's also something that I'm kind of nervous about. And so I think if the day ever comes that I do decide to do that, I'm probably going to, you know, want to make sure that I am in a place that I feel comfortable and safe with people I trust to take care of me.
Well, we've long been acquainted. So I'll give you a good price, eh?
I have this thing, right? I've talked about how I'm disabled before, you know? And yeah, we're gonna pick up like 10 of these as well.
Nice stuff, eh?
I've talked about how I'm disabled before, but one thing that is very notable that happens when I am inebriated is a lot of the time, the main thing that is, you know, keeping my body together is effort and care. Right. Like I have to be very aware of my body's limits and the way that it works. Like at all times, okay? Because I'm liable to hurt myself if I'm not careful. And when I am in any way impaired, it becomes a lot harder for me to do that. And so I typically describe my drunk self as an overly affectionate vegetable. Because I will firmly plant myself in a nice, cozy spot and I will not move. And I will become very grabby and huggy towards anyone who enters my, you know, immediate reach. But I'm not, yeah, we're back in the prison. But I'm not gonna, like, get up and move around because that's not really safe. And even then, even when I am, you know, sort of staying put with people to take care of me, I do sometimes still make very poor decisions. The first time I actually got properly drunk, it was a deliberate thing. I had never been drunk before, right? And I wanted to try it. I wanted to see what it was like. And so similar to what I'm planning on planning on doing when I get high for the first time, is I'm going to or what I did back in the day when I got drunk for the first time is I made a whole occasion out of it where I invited my partner over and we drank apple cider mixed with Fireball, okay? And we sat down on the couch and watched Pirates of Penzance, which is a favorite musical of mine when I was a kid. And honestly, still now, it's an old musical, and some bits of it haven't necessarily aged the best, but it's very fun and very silly. And so, my partner had never seen Pirates of Penzance before, and we decided to, you know, take the opportunity so they could see it. And so we could watch something that was comfortable and familiar to me while I was, you know, getting drunk for the first time. But the thing that ended up happening, okay? The thing that ended up happening is we were like halfway through watching this recording of the musical, and I decide that I want to be all suave and cool. And my partner was working on art at the time. The image that, like the character art on my starting soon screen is something that they made. They're very talented. But they were working on some art at the time. And I, very drunk at this point, I look at them and I say, I really want to just flop into your lap and wrap my arms around you, but I respect your work too much. And they let out this big, deep sigh, and they set their drawing tablet aside. And I lean over, and I try to stretch my arm around them to hug them, and to kind of just drape myself over them. But as I do, and this is where we kind of learned that I am so fragile when I am impaired, I reach over to hug them, and then there is a loud thunk as I dislocate my shoulder and it flops into their lap. Yeah. They were like, because they knew that I dislocate very easily and that kind of thing just happens, and I was like, yeah. I thunk it back in. I grab my shoulder, I push it back in, it hurts. I lie against them in a normal way. I thought I was so suave. I thought I was so suave and so cool. I was so fully like, man, I'm pulling the moves right now. Okay. Yeah, I got that bad understand though. So there was a period of time where I was a contortionist, and doing contortion is something that basically only people with Ehlers-Danlos can do, but it dramatically worsens the condition. And it did. I just had a spippy. I'll have another one as soon as this beautiful woman has been defeated. You hate to do this, you know. I try my best to support women's wrongs as much as I can, but unfortunately, I am also a woman and I have my own wrongs to commit. Okay. It's not you, is it? Yeah, it's not you. Oh, that's really awkwardly placed. Rude. Oh my god. More the fool am I. Okay, I think this path is safe. No, it's not. Understood. Wait, it doesn't... I thought it goes away after you... Incredibly rude. Okay, well, lesson learned. You, are you the real one? No. Is that the real one back there? What spell do you cast? I'm gonna hope you're the real one. I am filled with suffering. Yeah, it's pretty messed up. Like, she's really pretty. This is the classic lesbian question of, do I want to kiss her or do I want to be her? It's the lesbian question, it is also the transgender question. A question we all reckon with at some point in our lives. You! I've had enough of your nonsense. Okay. Who's casting the real big spells? Not you, not you. You, I think. Let me go, let me go, let me go. When I say you gotta ask yourself this question, I mean you gotta ask yourself this question. I don't know what's hard to get. Do you want to kiss her or do you want to be her? Tell me. The answer has to be one of the two. You're not allowed to choose otherwise. Oh my god. So I think every time she respawns like that, she creates another new clone. That's rough. Anyways, yeah, no, I think again, this is just because hi Marcy. Welcome to the forest. You know, I'm not super fond of being constrained to this pathetic mortal form. being a three-armed goth mommy would be a pretty nice way to go about things. I'd be down. I would be down to be three-armed goth mommy. That sounds great. Maybe she has 4. I don't know. I mostly noticed the 3. Either way, I'd be down. How would you clothe with 3 arms? Simple. Extra armhole forehead. Where would I put the extra armhole? Sorry. Every now and then I notice an emote getting dropped on my head. Wings with little hands. That is peak. That is so wise. Meatball. 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 What are we doing, Meatball? Oh, Meatball. We're really in it now. You right, you right. We straighten the posture. We straighten the posture. Oh, I really... I gotta do something about this lady. She's a problem. She's a problem. I can't do this anymore. God, I spend all this money on getting this grass. And then I burn through almost all of it. So fast. It's all because of this lady. She's very pretty and cool, and I would love to hang out with her. She makes me feel unsafe, honestly. I feel threatened, and not in like a, you know, she's any kind of competition kind of way, but in the sense that like, okay, you're putting okay, and there too, good to know. We circle wide. Rip Bozo. There are times, you know, where you might want to feel unsafe. That's true. In this case, I don't think it's currently one of those times. Okay, not there. Good to know. That was a bad call. That was a bad call spawning directly behind me. I appreciate it. Making me feel unsafe in a church? What a concept. Oh, she is really being very generous right now. I feel like I'm being pitied. I don't necessarily like that. Okay, not you. I think it's the one further back. Yeah, I think it's that one. We got her! Okay! Finally. I have a little spippy of my coffee to celebrate. I did lightly poke her. Admittedly, I was lightly poking her with a very sharp weapon, but... Oh, cutscene. Oh, classic, classic. This is where it started. This is where it started. FromSoft and having their weird winged ghouls carry you away. They're always doing this. It's always some kind of horrible gargoyle or goblin or eagle sometimes, I think. Isn't there one where you like curl up like an egg and a bird carries you away? Oh, classic. Thanks, guys. Really appreciate the help. Oh, you know who I really miss? I miss my best friend, Pickle Pea Pumperum. I love that bird. I love that bird. It's a good bird. Hi. Thank you for being my dealer. Really appreciate your help. Okay, surely, she's a spellcaster, right? Fool's Idol is a spellcaster, so surely... Soul Ray. Or Warding. Warding sounds boring. Soul Ray sounds sick as hell. Attune magic. So I'm gonna unattune Soul Arrow and then attune Soul Ray. So now I have a quick zippy spell and a big boom spell. This seems ideal. This feels like the path I want to follow. Oh, it's too... Okay. I still don't know if I really want to get that last one, honestly. It just doesn't sound very exciting. Maiden in Black, where are you? Where's she? Oh, she's over here. She's always moving around.
Thou seekest the power of the soul, no?
I do.
Then touch the demon inside me.
I mean, if you want me to.
Soul of the lost, withdrawn.
Okay, I want to get my int up to like 20, I think.
Let strength be granted, so the world might be mended. Art thou finished? May thy strength.
Yeah, that's the thing, right? Like, buffing spells usually are super good. But like, it's not very exciting, is it? It's not very exciting. Okay. So yeah, I'm just gonna eat those. I'm just gonna eat them.
Then touch the deep soul of the mind.
We're gonna do that.
Ether. Soul of the lost, withdrawn from it. Art thou? May thy strength.
There's something to be said about the monologues that the various level up maidens give when they're leveling you up. Like I really liked in the Melina ASMR getting to do her level up monologue. Was very happy to get to do that. Buy some more grass.
Nice stuff, eh?
But I think Soul of the Lost Withdrawn from its Vessel is one that's Alright, shall we just do level 1 of each world? Is that how I should do things, or should I like progress earlier ones first? This place looks like it sucks. I'm gonna go there. I think Soul of the Lost Withdrawn from its Vessel is one that is used in a lot of Souls games, if I'm not mistaken. But I do definitely think that... Oh, right! I've seen this place! The Rolly Skeletons! Parolee skeletons! Hello! Ow! Thank you! I really enjoyed the Melon ASMR. I like doing fandom ASMR a lot, because I like getting the chance to play characters that I really like. They unfortunately tend to not be very popular, but I do them anyways for the love of the game, you know? Right, I need to do better with storage. I have, like, several armor sets on me that I need to take care of. Ow. But yeah, you know, soul of the lost withdrawn from its vessel, let strength be granted so the world might be mended. That's satisfying to say. And Melena's, share them with me. Your thoughts, your ambitions, principles you would follow. Feels good. Yeah, I was very deliberate with the Melena ASMR. I was trying to create something rather emotionally charged. This is so many bone boys. Can we not with this? I'm trying desperately to heal. They're giving me no time to do so. Oh my god. They rattled me. They did rattle me. Yeah, no, the Melena ASMR was a very deliberately emotionally charged one. My goal was to hurt people with it. And so I totally understand if that maybe was not something that you wanted. Because it is a pretty intense one. But I still enjoyed it, and I think, to me, it would be doing a disservice to the character of Melena to not make it at least a little bit tragic. While also still building it in a way that respects her autonomy. Because that's one of the things that I really like about Elden Ring. Is that with Elden Ring specifically, the characters, the female characters really have a lot of agency and motivation and personality to them. They all have their own goals, and they are going to pursue those goals whether you're involved or not. And I feel like a lot of, well, games in general, and honestly, especially a lot of FromSoft games in the past, have not necessarily done as much with the characterization of their women as they could. But, like, Ronnie is very driven, and she gets up to some stuff, and she is perfectly capable of handling most of what's going on her own. You know? Oh, that's rude. Thea, the deathbed companion. If you progress far enough into the story, she just will do basically her whole quest on her own. She'll just do it herself. And Melena is... God, she's initially very much high. she's initially very motivated to find purpose that was bestowed upon her by others, right? But over the course of the story, she begins to become progressively more motivated by her own goals and her own ambitions, and she wants to see you become Elden Lord of her own will, and she's willing to do what it takes to make that happen. And if you do become someone that she can't stand or abide or accept, she will straight up kill you. Like the Frenzy Flame ending, if, you know, she's still alive at that point, she is outright fully willing to kill you because you've become something she can't accept. You know, you've become something drastically different from who she thought you were. So yeah, I think Melina as a character is so good. I love her. I really, really do. Okay, I want to take out that demon. I want to deal with the Skelly boys first, though. Like all the archers up above. But yeah, I think as a character she's really fascinating, and so I enjoyed getting to do my best to bring that character to life in my own interpretation, you know? And that's the whole reason I like doing fandom ASMR to begin with, because... Okay, this place is full of traps, I see. But that's the reason I like doing fandom ASMR to begin with, because I get to play these characters that I really like. And sometimes my voice fits better, sometimes it doesn't. I think as far as doing a direct impression of the original Melina voice, I'm not perfect, but I think I have a decent interpretation of her, right? I think if we're talking direct impersonation, my Ellen Jo voice is probably my best. It's been a bit since I've done it though, so I don't know if I'd be quite as good as I used to be. Got him. Let's see. Oh, we're close. Ellen needs to be sort of tired and breathy and... Oh, I've been talking too much, which honestly does sort of fit the Ellen voice pretty well. I've been thinking about doing, you know, Ellen Jo ASMR for a bit, doing it again. But it's definitely like I'm out of practice with that voice. I wanna get back into practice with it. And you know, also if my voice wasn't so tired, it would probably work better. I'll get there, Proxy. She's a fun character to do the voice of. She really is. I am really starting to get so much better at parrying in this game. I'm always so scared to parry most of the time, but like... Oh, hi. Rude. Very rude of you. It's just training. It's lots and lots and lots of training and practice. It takes time and it's frustrating, but it is something that you can learn. And I do think genuinely vocal pitch is only a very, very, very small portion of training your voice. Like, if you practice other aspects of your voice, you can sound perfectly feminine without needing to alter the pitch that much. Like my natural speaking range at this point is somewhere between the like averages of you know, male and female. But like I can talk in like a deeper pitch and it still sounds more feminine than masculine. And that's because I've trained the other aspects of my voice for it to still, you know, sound the way that it does. Because pitch is such a small part of how vocal gender is perceived. So I do think that you can put things in stockpile. Oh, yo, we got that wireless stockpile. Okay. I'm gonna send a bunch of stuff. I think it's perfectly fair to choose to sound androgynous. The big thing, right, that you should care about more than anything else is being happy with how you sound. And so if you are satisfied with where you're at, then great. You don't necessarily need to change anything, right? Interesting clothes. I still just like the look of the wizard ones. Okay, I think I've taken out most of the random bozos. Here's the thing that helped me the most, okay? I'm gonna, real quick, before we deal with this lovely friend here, I'm gonna have a spippy. And I am going to... Cool sword if I continue that way. I'm gonna show a little trick that I learned from the Trans Voice Lessons YouTube channel. And that was honestly the biggest part of my voice training. Okay? Oh. I don't like the look of you. You have so much health, dear God. Soul Ray? Soul Ray. Yeah, Soul Ray. Yeah, it's looking like a Soul Ray type of situation. So, one of the things that really helped me a lot is learning how to raise my R1. And the way that you do that, the way that you can learn... Hi, Mare. Welcome to the stream. Happy to have you here. The way that you can learn how to raise your R1 is to breathe. So you're not voicing anything, you're just breathing. Like, oh God, my noise canceling might screw with this. Hi. So I'm much closer to the mic now. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna breathe. And I'm just gonna go. Okay? And what you want to do, what you want to try to do, is raise the pitch of your breathing. So, hi versus hi. And if you can raise the pitch of your breathing, that feeling of raising the pitch of your breathing is the feeling of raising your R1. So you don't, well, I mean, you do technically breathe anytime you're talking. But once you have raised the pitch of your breathing, add voice to it. Okay? So you raise the pitch of your breaths, and then you voice that breathing. And that feeling is the feeling of raising your R1, which is why one of the most frequently used phrases for voice training is heat from fire, fire from heat. Because that H sound is essentially breathing. And so you go, you breathe. Heat from fire, fire from heat. And so that kind of gives you the experience of transferring directly from just breathing without voice into a word. So any word that starts with H can work. Heat from fire, fire from heat. And you do that, and you raise the pitch of your breathing, and then you transfer that feeling. You keep everything in your throat the same, but you add voice, and suddenly things sound much more feminine to your ear. Which is the goal if you are, trying to voice train for that. Hi. Hello, my friend. Oh, no. Okay. I suppose you technically could chant Half-Life 3 if you wanted to. This feels cheap. Oh man, this is the what? Rude. I mean, I can't really judge anyone, but like this guy's super chill with it. You're not though. You need to stop. I am not interested in throwing hands with a stingray today. I am simply not. I'm not having it. Man, that was a really intense fight. That was so hard. I don't know. It seemed really close at the end there, you know? He almost got me. That's like two big enemies now that I've just smacked from a position that they, I guess, didn't anticipate. What is this? Oh, you scale with dexterity. It scales with dexterity. It tempts me. I might have to upgrade this. I like curved swords. I need to level up in order to use it, but it's pretty nice. No. These guys, they're so rude. Well, who would ever play a game and use ranged attacks, right? That's ridiculous. Who would do that? Oh, we got the Uchi. You gotta have the Uchi. I will admit, my first playthrough of Elden Ring, I was very much a katana girl. It was Stop it! I am being mistreated. Why is my character gray looking? Oh no, not again! Not again! I'm snoozing you, ad break. I'm snoozing you. I'm buying us time. I'm buying us time. I'm not having it. Skelefriend? Okay, Skelefriend, take it easy. Take it easy. Take it easy. Take it easy. Okay. I am a fool. Oh, bones. Yeah, so in various FromSoft games, there are different ways that your appearance changes after you die, and you become weaker. In the case of Demon Souls, you become a weird little ghost. You get no buffs for being a ghost. It's purely a punishment. It is a consequence of dying. Hi, Sealard. Thank you for becoming a fairy. Hi. So like in Dark Souls 1 and 2, you become a weird beef jerky zombie. And in Dark Souls 3, you lose your kindling, which is this fiery effect that you normally have. So yeah, you become weaker when you die, and there are items you can use to restore that state, but the items are, you know, expensive and not super common, and so you don't necessarily want to waste them if you can help it. We're at it again. We're at it again with the Bone Boys. The bone situation is growing rather dire. Okay. Twitch gave me like a default follower goal. I don't know, it's... I'm still learning many things about being an affiliate. Anyways, that was very rude of those skeletons, and I did not appreciate that treatment. Right. Forgot about that. Ow. Yeah, Dark Souls 3 has a buff that you apply that you lose when you die. Elden Ring does a similar thing with its rune arcs, where once you claim a great rune, you can use a rune arc to activate a buff, and that buff goes away if you die. It's all the same principle, you know? But yeah, being a ghost is very much not a good thing in this game. It means you have screwed up. Thankfully, though, you know, I'm built different, so I'm never gonna die again because I'm incredibly talented and never make mistakes. Ignore that mistake. Yeah, it is functionally the same thing. Yeah, no, we're gonna be deathless from here on. I was just messing around before. We're gonna be deathless now. Yeah, no, I never make mistakes. Deathless, no lizard death. Oh, I love the lizards as much as anyone. I am unfortunately contractually obligated to end their lives. I don't... I don't know what you want from me. Oh, right. Demon Souls has world tendency, doesn't it? That's a thing, isn't it? I have no idea how it works. I have quite literally zero clue how world tendency works. World tendency, to my knowledge, is like some... Wait, is it? Is it? Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Hi. Hi. Uh... I want... Whoa. This is my best friend. Hold on, what does she want us to give her? Please, please, please. Do you want a gold coin? I'll drop this for you. Yes! Yes! Oh. Wait, no, but I... Yeah. Okay, well, you can just have that. Oh. I love my bird. I love my bird. Is this how trading works with her, or... Hold on. A little trading never hurt anyone. You're right. Okay, we're gonna hang out here while the ad break happens, I think. I'm gonna do some Googling. That's what I'm gonna do. Okay. So. Okay, so I dropped the item. Well, welcome to the Forest, Briarfall. Reload. Okay. Interesting way to do things. I was literally just talking about how much I missed Pickle Pete. And this game has a crow trader already. It has a bird you can trade with too. I love the bird traders. I love them so much. Oh. Gave me a ring. What's the ring do? Raises item burden, lowers equip burden. Interesting. Doesn't seem super useful, but I appreciate the trade, my friend. Alright. Ads begin in 10 seconds. Brace yourselves. Be strong. I'm sorry for what's coming. I'm sorry. Bird Trader is the only way to get some items in my DS1 all-item run without multiplayer. Does every game except Elden Ring have a Bird Trader? Because Bloodborne doesn't have one, I don't think. Anyways, I actually don't think I can forgive Elden Ring for not having a bird trainer, a bird trader at this point. That's really, really messed up, to be honest. It's, oh, hang on a second. Hang on a second. Sorry, I've done some Googling on things you can get. Apparently this bird gives you sticky white stuff? I don't know if I want this bird's sticky white stuff. Bird traders are only for the souls. Yeah, that tracks. Oh, yo, AI voice gambling ads. That's my favorite. Okay, you know what? You can enjoy. Let's see. But yeah, I'm doing some Googling. Apparently if you give a jade hair ornament, you can get a regenerator's ring, which is that, yeah, recovers 4 HP a second, which is not necessarily a lot, but it is HP regen. Oh, okay, so like, is Twitch advertising targeted, or is it not? I have to wonder. Because like, I don't think Twitch knows what my viewers like, if that's the case. Sekiro is also one of the only games with no Moonlight Sword. I mean, that makes sense though, because like, as far as I understand, in Sekiro you have a katana. You fight with a katana and a prosthetic. Like, I'm trying to think of how they would justify that. Like, would they, like, I guess, make it a prosthetic if they were to put it in there? Sekiro does look really cool. It's actually also one of the FromSoft games that I have not played. That's one that because I have, you know, one of the classic T-girl things where I don't particularly like playing as a man. At least not one that you're supposed to project yourself onto. Like if it's a game that, you know, you're playing a man and that man is a character with a personality, I'm more fine with it. But games where you are playing as a man and you're supposed to project yourself onto the man as a trans girl, for me personally, it's like, I don't want to do that. I don't want to think that I'm big strong man. And so for me personally, that took a little bit away from the appeal of Sekiro. But like, the game still looks so sick. So like, I do want to play it, and I'm gonna play it on stream, and it's gonna be great. Ah, Bone Boy! Plural Bone Boys. I'm bleeding. Oh god, help. Okay, so how long does bleeding last for? Yeah, and I can still, like, you know, deal with it if the game is good and interesting, and FromSoft makes good and interesting games. So Hi. Okay, does bleeding just last forever? I sure hope. Oh, there we go. No, don't drop that. Don't drop that. Use it. Hey, Moonlight Sword in Armored Core is sick as hell. Okay, we don't complain about Moonlight Sword in Armored Core. God, I've played through AC6 so many times now.
I can provide you with useful goods. Who couldn't do with a little help down in these parts?
Oh, well, that's very kind of you. It's very kind of you, grave robber bleat. Bleh. Oh, now he's offering me his sticky white slime. I'm still good on the slime front, I think.
Satisfied? May we have a long...
I don't know. I feel like with Sekiro it does make sense because you do just you have a sword, right? Like I guess because there's like the Mortal Blade or Mortal Draw or whatever it's called. But whoop. I feel like it's not unreasonable for it not to be in that one. Oh, AC6 is so good. It inspired a good friend of mine to write her mexploitation story. Very early on in the mexploitation craze. Hers is called Nexus Alpha, by the way. Written by a dear friend of mine. I highly recommend giving it a read. Nexus Alpha is so good. Some good mexploitation with some pretty good smut built into it, honestly. Mexploitation. It is a genre, typically smutty, where you are kind of, you know, sexualizing a specific form of capitalist exploitation that occurs within mecha stories. And it was largely inspired by the handler-hound relationship in games like Armored Core. That's one of the biggest in like influences on the genre recently is a game like whoop. Okay, give me 2 seconds. A game like Armored Core, which whoop. Armored Core does not do it in a fun, smutty way, but it does have this relationship that you can very easily make into something kind of smutty. With, you know, a handler that treats you like a tool or a weapon or a dog. And so mexploitation is a subgenre of spicy stuff that you know is based around, you know, the idea of being of being kind of a corporate tool or weapon and making that spicy. And yeah, Nexus Alpha was written by a good friend of mine. We haven't really talked that much recently, which kind of sucks. I haven't been writing as much recently, which is probably part of why, because I mostly know her as a fellow author. But it's a good genre. The most popular mexploitation story at this point, I believe, is called Warhound. but Nexus Alpha existed first, just saying. And it's, again, so good. It's got some good lesbians in it. It's got some good lesbians from both, like, our pilot having her weird relationship with her handler to her weird relationships with the other pilots. It is a story that features an older woman who is brutally scarred and generally fucked up. And it takes that woman and says that is the most attractive woman you've ever seen and is objectively correct. Go read Nexus Alpha. Go read my friend's lesbian robot story. Go read it. It should be available on Scribble Hub, which is the same place I used to publish stories. Go. Go, do it. I command thee. I think, you know, world building and story can be really great in Smut. Sometimes you are just looking for something that is, you know, quick and dirty. I think both are valid, both are good. I think for me it depends on, like, what it is. Oh, big sword. Big sword. Big sword. You know what that means. It means I don't feel safe, so spell. Think my order, check my shrimp. I, Captain. I need to keep working on my Uma fanfic. Alright. You weird stingray. Away with you. I just dinked my oiter. I just did. I need to eat some spices. The devious stingray. Ooh, I don't like this. I don't like how many of these bozos there are. Enter the fog. To find what, I wonder? To find love, perhaps? Do you think I could find someone who would be willing to... Do you think I could find someone who might be willing to... who might be willing to love me in this place? I hope so, you know? I'm scared in the rain. I need someone strong to hold me. And sometimes that someone strong is a large demonic beast. Love takes all shapes. I think that perhaps romantically Patches is not the wisest decision. I don't think one should romance. Well, thanks. Thanks. That means a lot, message. Okay, I'm not a ghost right now, so I can get rid of the cling ring. Concept: Demon Souls dating sim. I'm gonna romance Armor Spider. We're gonna fall in love, and it's gonna be beautiful. And no one can cast judgment on our feelings for each other. I'm gonna kiss fall in love with Armor Spider. Now I've just dealt psychic damage to people for several reasons. How long has it been since you last thought about Uran High School Host Club? I hope it's been a while, and I hope I just brought it back to you. I actually never finished Uran High School Host Club. It's an anime. It's one of the older harem animes. I say older, I think, well, I mean, Ranma was the original, and that was way before Uran High School Host Club. Concept. just a silly little concept for you. Okay, so I can't block that. Good to know. We have a character who has no real connection to gender, but is AFAB. Could be argued to be non-binary, which I do respect. My partner, my partner definitely appreciated it in the past for introducing them to the idea that you can be, you know, not a boy or a girl. But what ends up happening is they're at this super rich kids school, and they're there on like a scholarship, and they find themselves in the host club, which for whatever reason exists. And it's where a bunch of the boys in the school pretend to date and romance the various girls of the school. You know, it's a host club. They are being commissioned by these girls to fake date them. And our main character finds their way there one day and ends up accidentally breaking an incredibly expensive vase that they cannot pay for. They cannot pay to replace it. They cannot pay for the damage they caused. And so, the members of the host club, at present thinking this is a boy, decide, well, if you're going to pay off your debt for this incredibly expensive thing you just broke, I'm holding off because I think there's a boss in here, I'm fairly certain. In order to pay off this debt of yours, you have to join the host club. And then, you know, there's the dramatic reveal, what, you're a girl? And our main character's like, no, actually, I don't really care about gender right away. I don't really feel very strongly about that. But, like, sure, you can perceive me that way if you really want to. And they're like, oh my god, I want to date you. And so all of them want to date them. And, yeah, that's Uran High School Host Club. And it's not very good, but it was very popular among people my age when I was in high school. Ah, right, the horrid bird. I think having a ranged build gives me a distinct advantage. It was popular among a certain demographic of queer youths, I should say. And I was very much part of that demographic at the time. And I hung out with people who were part of that demographic. I'm pretty sure you're supposed to, like, beat up this guy's... yeah, no, it is wild. It is a very, very strange show. Ow, my bones. But it was definitely one of the shows that I have seen. Yeah, I think, if I remember correctly from other people's playthroughs that I've seen, there's like a gash in his belly that you have to attack, and then if you attack it enough, he falls over like Tower Knight, and then you can get at the bird. But if you have spells, then you can simply do this. Yeah, I would say it has a similar type of deal to Rocky Horror. Where, you know, it may have been a formative experience for many queer kids, but maybe it would have been best if it hadn't been. My partner definitely has appreciation to it, for having been, you know, the show that introduced them to the idea that you don't necessarily have to be of a binary gender. The main character is very much treated like a girl by most of the other cast, but is very much, like, very explicitly someone who does not care about gender and who does not really consider themselves to be a boy or a girl. Which is a good thing that show did. Whether it did it deliberately or not, I couldn't say, but it did do that.
I can forge weapons for you.
So, yeah. You know, I really appreciate that these streams just let me yap about all sorts of weird random interests of mine, and you know, just stuff from the past. Yeah. Yeah, that's really... Do we go with the Uchi? What if I just went with the Uchi? It has bleed. Bleed is fun. This also has bleed. Let's see, what are the stat requirements? Killage is definitely... Okay. Okay, we're gonna get the killage. Just because I don't want to invest quite as much into strength.
No, interesting. I can tell you're not going to last long.
So I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna touch the demon inside her. Get up to 14 strength.
Soul of the lost withdrawn from its vest. Art thou may thy strength.
But yeah, you know, being able to talk about anime and various games, and I feel like a lot of these streams just become like playing Demon Souls. I don't have agony. Okay, well, we're gonna have to look into where to get that stuff.
Interesting. I can tell you're
I'm not gonna bother right now, though. I kind of want to just progress.
Hello again.
I'll do some Googling off stream.
You have a heart of
But you know, just playing video games while doing some silly media analysis and or just yapping about hyperfixations. All right. So, you've given me Noble's Lotus, which I believe. Yup. Welcome to Poison City, everyone. Every FromSoft game has to have one, so I hope you're all excited. I'm not. I'm so not, actually. I don't like Poison City. you know, here we are. Hi. Hi, weird little beaked friend. Is that a plague doctor mask? Is that what you've got going on? Bye. Oh, there's gonna be so many holes. You? Thank you. God, these messages are so nice. Oh, I don't like this. I don't like this place. I don't like any of this, to be honest. I beg your pardon? Okay, we're gonna learn your parry timing. I've learned your parry timing. I'm getting good at this, y'all. Take it easy. Yeah, I'm becoming a knower. That's what's happening. You're watching me become a knower in real time. God, I have been influenced by Little Aggie, haven't I? Fucked up for real. Okay, that looks like a death drop. Okay. Hi. I want to learn how to parry your fire pokey stick. Oh, okay, okay. Or, you know what? Maybe I just won't. Maybe I just won't. Okay. Is that dog alive? Always gotta be concerned about dogs. I remember Lil Aggie talking about Kirby and how messed up the new game was, and I was like, watch the zero. Yeah! Every Kirby game is kind of messed up if you think about it, like, for more than, like, 2 seconds. I've not actually played a Kirby game myself at this point. Maybe that's something we can do on stream eventually as well. Although, to be honest, at least at present, I am not interested in buying a Switch 2. So any future games to come out, I might not play. We'll see. I might set a thing to, like, fund that later if you want, but I'm annoyed with Nintendo of late. So I don't necessarily want to spend a lot of my own... Oh, this is a lot of boys, this is a lot of boys, this is a lot of boys. Excessive number of ill lads. Yeah, I mean, they've always been evil, but, like... I don't know, I have a Switch. But it's like, I've been looking at stuff like Pokopia, right? And it's like, I would love to play Pokopia. I don't think I'm gonna spend $500 just to be able to play Pokopia. Okay, this is... I should have seen that coming. You know, that's on me, admittedly. I should know better. That's fine. Oh, there's another lad behind me. We simply break out the machine gun spell. And I am very much like a console person in general, right? Like I'm playing this on a PS5 right now, recording through an Elgato. But I did not buy the PS5 when it first came out. I got it much later, on sale, when it had, you know, enough games for me to be interested. And I just don't know if, for me, the Switch 2 is ever going to be worth it, especially with how expensive Nintendo's games have been lately, and with how rarely things go on sale with Nintendo. It's like I don't know if I can justify that for me. I cast no judgment on anyone who, you know, chose to spend money on that or who wants one. But it's just not something that I personally can see myself justifying as a purchase. We are running a little bit longer than I initially planned, but I call that a good thing. Oh, hi. What are those? What are you? I don't like you. I don't like you. Oh, that's horrible. That's maybe the worst. Hi. What are you doing here? What are you doing here?
You there. Won't you please buy something? My poor child is hungry.
What child? Why did you bring a child here? Why are you here at all? Oh, sorry, I hear stomping.
I wasted my breath on you.
I don't...
Did that witch send you to torment me?
I just heard some stippy stomping, and I felt unsafe, and chose to check around before I continued talking to you. Take it easy. Take it easy. Well, I'll buy a little grass, okay? You're overcharging ridiculously. I'll buy a little... Okay, I get it. I only have so much to give. Ah, the rats. This is why we have this spell. That would have sucked otherwise. Oh, an Archstone Shard. Is that a fast travel tool? That's my guess. Oh, you can definitely kick that over and then use it as a shortcut later. I see a large foe up ahead. And you know what that means. Oh, okay. Does this stagger? Nope. Okay. Understood. Ooh. Is this your child? Ma'am? Is this your growing boy? 'Cause, yeah, he sure is. Is that your growing boy? I'm sorry if it was, but he did try to kill me with a large wooden club. Okay, I'm gonna... Let's see, is this... Yeah, okay, transports you back to the Nexus. That is useful. I'm going to equip some spices. Do I? Oh, I don't have any spices anymore. Well, okay. He ate his grasses. Mm-hmm. Oh, hi. What a silly group. Oh, hi. Sorry, didn't see you there. That's my bad. Spices and grasses. The spices are for FP. The spices are your magic. Not more ticks. This is a horrible place. I actually do think I consider this better than... Oh, not another large one. You kidding me? No. No, I don't like it when you're large. I don't like that. Stop being so large. Ow! I don't know where I am. We're just gonna go right back to the place we got them stuck before. Okay, so clearly that was not your growing boy because there's several of them. So I apologize for that. My bad for, ow, making an assumption. Okay. Whoa. Eat grass. Chew on some leaves. They'll see you right. How are you living here? That's what I want to know. Why are they all so chill with her? You don't think the sewers is the best place for birds? I would probably agree. A bird should be able to see the sky. All right. I guess we're gonna go until either we die or we reach a boss. And then probably... Oh, leeches. Oh, is this the area that... What's he called? Leechmonger? The guy who, like, mongs leeches? Is this his place? I'm gonna say probably. Okay, we don't have any spices, which sucks. But I do think... we've reached the Leechmonger. Let's see what we've got. Is it my best friend? Or is it a foe? Probably a foe. At a guess. Hi, Pasca. Welcome. Hello, hello, hello. Right. Oh, I can reach it from here. think if I remember correctly, this lad is weak to fire. Oh, he's regenning somehow. What the hell? Okay, well, how do I prevent that? There is the question. I'm covered in leeches? Great, wonderful. Oh my god. I don't think I like this very much, my friends. I don't think I look very kindly on this. Okay, so does fire stop you from doing that? What is your deal? Okay. Let's see. Use. Oh, that's damage. Okay. Okay. Okay! Very straightforward. Very straightforward. That wasn't so bad. That wasn't so bad. It was kind of awkward and weird, but like, it wasn't so bad. He just shoved some leeches on me. He just threw some leeches on me. That's fine. That's fine. I mean, he did seem to be vending some leeches to me. That is true. He sold them to me for the price of free. I'm almost out of coffee. I'm almost. She kick her little footsies? She kick her filthy. Those. I don't want to. I'm not looking too closely for. It's because they're filthy. I am just wondering. I'm not looking at them for any other reason. Okay, so we're clear.
Thou seekest the power of the soul, no? Touch the demon inside me.
I do. I have a lot of questions about her. Why is her dress apparently made out of bandages? Why are her feet specifically so dirty? Why the wax on the eyes? Why the wax? Why was I looking? Because she was kicking her little feetsies in a whimsical manner. That's why.
Soul of the mind, key to life's ether.
You expect me to ignore her whimsy?
Withdrawn from its vessel. Art thou fit? May thy
She's literally whimsical and full of joy. Okay. Oh, my item burden is... Ugh.
Keeping a close watch.
Time to organize my storage again. Yeah, that's going away. That's going away. That's going away. Get that out of here. Get that out of here. Get it all out of here. She's a prisoner. I guess that does kind of track. Like she's trapped in the Nexus the same as the player is. Except like she's not like a ghost. Or maybe she is. Maybe she's a ghost too.
You have a heart of gold. Don't let them take it from you.
Thank you. Thomas. Thomas. That's so nice of you. God, you know, with all the demons around, you would think more people would be like Mr. Grumpy. But everyone's so nice around here. Everyone's so nice. Everyone's so nice. This is beautiful. The Nexus is a beautiful place. I love it here. All right. So, with a grand total of 3 bosses down today, I think we're gonna call it for the stream. I think that's a solid place to wrap things up. So, let's see who is available to raid out to. Shall we? Shall we? Shall we? Shall we? I think we shall. I think we shall. Let's see. Do we have I do want the level 2 starting next week. Yeah. So this coming Friday we're gonna do some ASMR streaming, and then next week we're gonna be playing some more Demon Souls. I might also look into branching out to streaming some other things. We're gonna see. Let's see. Anyone who looks fun to pay a visit to? Let's see. All the people I'm following aren't streaming right now, so I gotta see someone else. Let's see. Bye-bye. I was happy to have you here. Does anyone have anyone they would like to visit, that they would like to raid out to? I'm always open for suggestions. Always open to suggestions. Is Riverboat Jack streaming? Let's find out. Does not look like it. Does not look like it. Okay. Well, in that case, how about I'm gonna look up the word trans in the tags. Send you over to another trans girl. And then what if we went to a stream of Are We There Yet? How does that sound, my friends? I don't know if this streamer is trans, but the trans tag is there, so they're clearly gonna be chill. Let's go say hi, let's go say hi, let's go say hi. Okay. Never mind, we are unable to raid for some reason. Oh, Twitch, my beloved. Oh, Twitch, my beloved. What's going on? What about Skylord Zoe? Sure. What if we paid a visit here? There we go, there we go, there we go. Let's go say hi. Let's go say hi. All right. All right, all right, all right. Are we all ready? Are we all ready to go say hi? Then let's head on out.